Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence report. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI-analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity.
It's Tracy Gore's birthday today.
I know it's my sister's birthday too.
Happy birthday, Tracy Gore. This hotel is windy as hell. Like, I'm walking through the lobby and the wind is like, I feel like if I had a sail over my head, I could just slide straight down the hallway right here. So good morning, everyone. We're at the
It's from the Caribbean.
Morby Skawada. What?
I made it.
Yay! No
Hold on,
tropical storm can stop our girl.
I want everybody to get a view of what we got going on here. Let me see. How do I change my damn camera?
Denver. What hotel are you guys at in Denver?
At the
There we go.
Gaylord.
Oh, at the Gaylord. Yeah.
Whoa, that's super cool.
That's a nice hotel.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, right.
Didn't we have a Magnify Your Wealth event there?
We did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a cool.
There
I've
you go.
been-
That's the main entrance.
That's the place with the sports bar with the like massive wall of. Isn't that the place? We went into that sports bar and it has like wall to ceiling to floor,
Yeah.
corner to corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a gorgeous hotel.
This is so funny. Blake, are you brushing your teeth?
Oh, we what?
He's brushing his teeth in the background. So funny.
Hey, dental health is important.
Who's brushing their teeth in the background? I don't have any.
Hey, kids.
Like-
We're proud of them.
Oh, oral hygiene, I guess.
It's important.
It is.
51 years old, no cavities, no fillings. Take care of those babies.
No way. That's awesome.
Yes, I was brushing my teeth.
Love that.
We're
Super
proud of you for it, Blake. It's
I
all-
normally do it before, but I have work at 10, so I gotta like leave a little bit early. So I'm just trying to get ready.
That's
Wow.
not a little buffalo either.
No, that's like life size.
That's really cool. That's an awesome hotel.
So
I don't remember that buffalo. They must have added that since it's been years so that we've been there. It was pre-COVID, I think.
and just so you can see, like, I was standing in front of I just realized, like, there's a fireplace behind me. So let me see, I'll switch it back. That's
And
how
guess
big
who's
that
here with
fireplace is.
us. Everybody say hi. Hoy is here with us.
Hi! What up? Hey,
He's here. Blake's here. Katya, Tristan showed up.
Tristan said he'd be back in a minute. Boy, live and in person. That's awesome.
Boys live and in person.
The myth, the man, the legend.
That's right.
Boy.
The one that everybody's inspired by.
So yeah, we're out here at the Squad Up event. It's 3,000 people, 2,700 or so to be exact. And if you do the math, Katya is our quick calculator. What is $500 a person when you're looking at 2,700 people? What does that look like? Holy crap! It's super windy outside. I was
So
gonna go sit outside,
1.3
but that's
million.
not happening. 2,700 people times 500 because that's
It's
the minimum ticket
1.3
price.
million.
Yeah, it's just shy of 1.5 million.
Right. He's also got ticket prices here. I think the VIPs are 2,500. I think something like that. And realistically, you don't get anything more for the money you give them to do the VIP versus the general admission. The real prize money is becoming the elite member, and that's where it's like 10 grand. And then again, like, you're still in the same box with everybody. So that's why I'm like, the Scottsdale Summit's going to be so much more different because literally you can see I call it the herd mentality, right? So you can see the herd mentality because last night I seen people standing in line to go buy it, right? Instead of walking down the hall and going to network with all the vendors. So just the design of the thing was messed up enough to where it had people kind of going the wrong direction, if you will, and wasting a bunch of time. So, and then there was what they called the block party event last night. And that was where like everybody could go and network, but they had a live band. And if you've ever been to a bar that has a live band, do you know how easy it is to have a conversation with people about anything?
Yeah.
So the ability to have conversation last night was completely muted out by the live entertainment that was there. And I don't think very many people were so much attracted to that as they were wanting to be there. And then again, another line. It was hilarious. The general admission people actually got to go in and go to the food that you were paying $12 or $15 a plate for. And then they could hang out and sit at a table if it was available. Most people sat on the floor because they didn't have enough chairs. And then a lot of people just congregated at the back, very back of the room, farthest away from the band as possible, so they could talk. And so literally right as soon as you walked in, you literally had to like push your way through to get in. But once you got in, it was almost empty. So the amount of money that they've generated here, or that they will generate here over this event, probably going to exceed $5 million. And then he'll probably be able to pull Pace Incorporated. So we'll be able to probably pull another 10, 20, $30 million out of the people that came. Right. We had dinner with some members last night who are like, yeah, I mean, this is going to be nothing but a just big pitch fest. Sell and pitch. He already did it. Like within the first 30 minutes, he went through and he told everybody that helped him get there, thank you. And then he's like, okay, and now I'm looking for 3 partners that want to come out and let me partner with them. I'm going to tell you what to do, where to do it, and how to do it, and then you're going to give me half the money. Okay.
I'm disgusted by this whole thing. That's another reason why I've done nothing with these people for like 3 years.
And again, Tristan, I appreciate that because, it lends to the fact that what we discovered is that people are going to need another place to go. Pace is out of gas. Like, people are here, like he's only getting a 25% attrition rate on his owners club, which is a $50,000 membership for a couple, $35,000 for a single. And I heard that it's going to $75,000 for the 2026 season. Right. And so I'm like, what do you really get for $75,000? Because I look at ROI on everything. And if I'm paying somebody $75,000, I want back 10X, right? I've got to have 10X on that because that's a lot of money. And so when I look at what people are putting into this and what they're actually getting out of it, I'm going, holy crap. Right. And then, there's people that could argue and be like, well, it's all about what you put into it. Not really. Not really. There's people that'll pay that and bust their ass and get nothing.
Yeah.
But there's also people that, because again, this is the caveat they all have to use. Individual results may vary. That's the other part of it. You're not taking into consideration maybe where your locale is. So I'm very fortunate. I know this. My septic tank company is built off of the fact that I am cornering the market. There's no one else doing it. So I'm very blessed to that fact. But if I went around and bragged and told people, hey, guess what? I can make you a septic king. Just come out and, do what I do. Blah, 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 blah. Pay me $50,000. That's a big claim, right?
It's the same model. Chris Crone did the same thing and he got himself in the shit for the way that he did it. And it's just creating a different type of porn, really. It's pace porn. People pay stupid amounts of money for things that really don't give you anything back. I mean, a lot of it you can from the knowledge, but it is a herd mentality, like you said.
Yeah, it's a herd mentality because I noticed that that's exactly what happened. These people, because again, the communities, I like to say this, I like to do what people do good and I like to do that better. I don't ever want to try and improve something that somebody is bad at. Like if you're bad at dancing, I don't want to do bad dancing better.
Yeah.
That's dumb. So to me, if you're a good dancer, I want to do what you do, but better. And so if you're a good dancer, I'm going to watch only good dancers because, oh, look, I know how to do that and boom, right? I can get better. So what I do is when I see Pace Morby pack a room with 3,000 people going, mine, I go, how did he do it? And he did it with just saturation of the internet with information and the warm and fuzzy stories, right?
It's building FOMO. It's the fear of everyone missing out, and they'll just pay money because they just want to feel that feeling of being included.
Yeah.
And they'll go and borrow money to get in there. It's kind of like the evangelical Christian preachers that were around in the 80s and 90s. They'll go and borrow and beg and steal money to send in for their salvation.
No, 100%. And so that's what I want to provide is people. I still want to provide that. Catherine and I have set a mission to put together a way for people to get a path to get that financial freedom that they want, to get that inclusion that they want to be in a community. Let's give them a community. Like the LandShark Mastermind is actually becoming a community. But outside of that, It's also Wealth Wise Women. It's also the Opportunity Zone programs that we're teaching. It's also the businesses that we're getting into. Like we're discovering we're just as faceted as Pace Morby is, you know?
If
So
not more.
But one thing that Pace did an
So
excellent
go
job
somewhere else.
at is the YouTube videos and the Instagrams.
It's a giant hotel. I'm irritated with people coming up to me and asking me to do something. Oh my God, this is the third time. Anyway, I'm getting told I'm too loud in the lobby.
Says you, I'm too loud anywhere I am, so it doesn't really
You know
matter where I
what?
am.
Like, I don't know what entitles people to their own space, but you know what? I'll move away.
In a
I'll move
public
away.
space. I know.
I'm in a fucking
Well,
public
and
space,
that
but I'll
place
move
is
away.
all stone, so it's all echoey and acoustic anyway. You were saying, Katya, about the YouTube and the
Yeah, I was saying that Pace did a fantastic job at marketing himself through YouTube and through Instagram because a lot of my
saturated.
peers, they know who he is.
Right.
And despite the fact that they agree with what he says or they try to calculate the numbers, they follow him because his content is top tier because he's everywhere.
Right. Right. And again, so when he tells you, oh, it's super easy to do, no money down, no payments for life, own real estate for free, don't do any work to get it, everybody believes him.
Right.
And so a video I watched a month ago before I joined your podcast literally said, own 2 RV parks and you'll be retired for the rest of your life.
Right, you sure will, because you're going to work your ass off in 2 RV parks and not be able to go work anywhere else.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life. What it
For the
doesn't
rest
say
of
is
your
your
life.
life is only going to be 5 years long because you're going to either die or kill yourself at the end of 5 years. So it is the rest of your life.
No,
But he's
absolutely.
definitely created his brand to be strong enough to the point where people want to be a part of it. So that's something that if we focus on creating this brand and this community where people don't want to miss out, then that can be the same energy, except we actually give results instead of throwing RV parks everywhere.
Right. And again, so like you can create a fad very easily. And one of the things that I'm noticing is like the only reason why I'm able to sell septic tanks like I do is because no one else does. And so the reason why Pace Morby is able to get 3,000 people out because there's motivated people. We had an event last night in Scottsdale. My partner Mike called me. He goes, bro, you're not even going to believe this. There was a realtor from Utah that came down and he did what was called the America's largest bus tour. And he took people on buses out to look at real estate deals, a lot like what we're going to be doing in May. And so it was very interesting that he was out there doing that. And so Mike's like, yeah, I'll let you know how it turns out. And so he went and called me last night. Over 350 people showed up.
Wow.
Can you guys still hear me okay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. Wow.
Okay, I went outside, so my voice can be deadened by God's atmosphere. Anyway, so 350 people showed up to do this pre-party bus tour. Like the bus didn't even show up yet. The bus tour is today, so Mike's going to be shooting content for us because again, the bus tour is what we want to promote. While we're sitting there in the warm-up meeting for Pace's event, he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I know all of you don't want to do conferences anymore, so we're going to start doing." Doing boots on the ground shit. I'm like, I know I didn't think of it by myself, but it's funny how he's switching over to that and trying to get that fired up. So I got, can somebody take over? I've got Jason Anthony calling about the data center. Let me jump on that call, please.
Okay.
Can somebody take over?
Hoy and I'll take over. We got this. Move spotlight. Okay. So this is actually kind of funny. Since we've been, I had 3 more deals sent to me yesterday that people are wanting me to be a part of, and he's supposed to have emailed me. I can run one of those deals. And last night when we were actually talking, this was actually kind of cool. This is actually a whole God moment. So literally, I'm at this conference, which I don't like conferences. And we got registered, and I was literally like walking away from the registration, getting all our little like flag thingies. And anyway, so I literally was like, I was just quietly walking and praying and was like, God, if I could just help one person here, it'll make the whole trip worthwhile. I kid you not even 20 steps later, this woman goes, oh my God, it's you. I've been praying I'd meet you. Oh my God. So I sat down for the next couple of hours with her and we went through Deal Hunter. She has this 172 acres in Texas, and we ran the whole thing with her. And she was nervous about sharing it with me, but because ChatGPT was on her phone, she didn't have to share anything with me. Like I was able to show her how to upload it, and we just walked through, run this deal, like the whole thing, and it gave her like 4 different scenarios. It's in an opportunity zone as well, so there's a layered in scenario. So anyway, she was supposed to upload more documents and then we'll get together today and do it. But the point being, this was actually came up in several conversations last night, was she has been in several situations where she brought the deals or whatever. Long story short, she got cut out of all the deals. Somebody circled around and stole the deal right out from underneath her.
Wow.
So that's one part of the conversation. Second part of the conversation is, and this bled into other conversations that we were in, is that, and I'm sharing this with you, there's a point, is that they had, they were new to this, they had brought deals to the table, and whoever they brought the deal with was like, yeah, I'll take care of you, I'll take care of you. But in the end, they didn't take care of them at all. So point being is that, I've been doing this for over 20 years. And part of the hard truth and hard lessons that I've been learning for myself in this journey is that I have sucked at being my own personal negotiator on behalf of myself. So I've been doing an obscene amount of work, bringing millions of dollars to the table. And people have said that to me, yeah, I'll take care of you. But at the end of the day, literally this last deal, they made $1 million in profit and they promised me that they'd share in that. I got paid 10 grand. That was nothing.
1%.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So the point being is that being new to this industry is that people will take advantage of you. And 2, being your own negotiator, you're probably going to suck at it. So Tommy is a brilliant negotiator on my behalf. And so he has actually been stepping into these deals and negotiating that piece of the contract. And it's been uncomfortable for me because I've just had to shut my mouth and sit back and let happen whatever is happening and, trust the process. And so the point being, I think we're going to be definitely helping mentor and step in and work with all of you to make sure we're helping negotiate on your behalf and make sure that you're protected on, so that somebody can't swoop in and steal the deal from underneath you. So I just want you to know those were 2 of the really big conversations and lessons that we got here since we've been here.
Wow.
That was only on, the first evening of registration. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today, with all of that. So yeah, that's super cool.
So with that deal where you only made 1%, so the 10,000, when you work with somebody and they say oh, we'll take care of you, do you create a contract that specifies everything beforehand? Or
so this is somebody that I had done lots of deals with, and I trusted that we would work it all out, and we were working on getting it all in writing, and it just didn't happen because again, I got so consumed with doing all the things that I naively trusted. And the reality is it does need to be in a written form, written contract, everybody signed before we move forward. So
okay, understood.
anyway, so yeah, those were some.
You want to believe the best in people, and sometimes they don't live up to it, which sucks. You want to be that type of person that believes the best in people and the handshake, a handshake deal, and your word is good, and people don't always
A lot of
operate
people
like
don't
that.
live by their word anymore. That's a whole other conversation. Integrity.
Integrity is teachable though. I watch a podcast every day about a guy that trains horses. And he says, when you got a horse, horse that just bad attitude, hates life, its mother stepped on it when it was a pony, stuff like that. that horse is actually trainable to the extent that until you stop training it, it'll go back to its bad behavior. If it's a lazy horse, it'll always be a lazy horse, but you can train it to be integrable, right? And the way he trains a horse to be integrable is sometimes considered not nice,
I have to go.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conversation yesterday, the deal, but how do I know you're not going to steal it? And we looked at each other like, what? You know, like people do that, and so. And then I found out that not only do they do it, but it's quite rampant here in this sub two community. People steal deals from each other. All pardon my
I've
French.
witnessed
And
that
so
a
I was
lot.
just blown away to learn. I was
I've-
blown away to learn that was the case here. And I'm like, wow, you know, like that to me is like stealing jewelry off a dead body.
Yeah.
I'm not down with that, right? So damn it, I got another call. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah, you're trying to make 40 million. Hold on.
Yeah, I put a lot of effort into a lot of people, and yeah, it was not reciprocated in
Yeah.
any way, shape, or form.
It's disheartening when that happens, especially when, and it does. So there's, like you say, Katya, then there's things to do to, learn the lesson and put measures in to prevent that.
Well, a couple years ago, I was volunteering for this animal rescue, and I thought it was a fantastic mission. And I organized their social media, I organized volunteers, I organized a kids' summer camp where we made like $50,000 in the first summer. Like it was so great. And I was volunteering so many hours into it. And I started realizing that the animals that were injured were still injured and they weren't given the proper medication. But the owner of the farm, she got a new Gucci bag. She went on a new trip. And so it's so sad when that happens.
Yeah, it is. And you don't want to let it stop you from what you're out to be about, right? There are people, and so then you learn from that and you ask better questions, as Catherine would say. You ask better questions of the next instance and say, okay, and not be stopped by the past, but be informed by the past.
Right. Well, and again, I think it also goes true to the fact that and as a kid, I always said, well, why do bad people get what they want? Like that was the hardest thing for me to understand was how do bad people get what they want? And they get what they want because they focus on it and they're not perturbed by their guilt. They don't have guilt, so they don't have to worry about guilt. They don't get sidetracked by guilt, self-doubt, and self-sabotage. Because bad people don't have those feelings. So they get what they want and they get what they want because they focus on it and that's all they're focused on. Here comes Jason Norton again.
Tommy's like in and out of the conversation. But that makes sense, right? It's like so that becomes part of that mindset and part of all of it. So how about you, Hoy? What's going on there in Denver, Colorado? Can you let me unmute you and figure out how to unmute Catherine? There you go.
Not much. We just landed like 3 hours ago, so I didn't get any
Okay.
last night. So pretty tired.
Did a fun red eye.
The
Red eye
TSA
from
line,
Philadelphia.
yeah, the TSA line was like the longest I've ever seen it. All the way down like the escalators and everything.
Really?
It's
Was
crazy.
that pre-check? Is that pre-check or just regular?
No, just regular.
Just
We got-
regular, yeah. Now with all the requirements and the
But I got up to like 46 minutes or something for the line.
Wow. Well, I highly recommend TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
$5, 5 years,
Yeah.
save your life.
And it's also covered by a statement credit if you have the Amex Platinum card as well.
Oh, I do have
Yeah.
the platinum.
So go through that. And
Here's even better.
Use it.
Here's my recommendation, and whether you travel globally or not, there's TSA pre-check and then there's global entry, which includes TSA pre-check. Same process. Global entry is $100 for 5 years. TSA pre-check is $85 for 5 years.
Okay.
If you're ever going to travel internationally, global entry will get you in and out way faster but you can't upgrade. I'm giving you the lesson because I've done TSA pre-check for years now, and I renewed my TSA pre-check and then learned about global entry a month later, and they wouldn't let me upgrade. I had to
Wow.
reapply. I had to apply for global entry and pay the $100. They wouldn't let me do the $15 upgrade.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do it anyway, just go ahead and do global entry, even if you only use it once, it still includes TSA pre-check.
Okay, yeah. I'll get on
It will save you. I'm like, every time I fly, I'm like, saved another. It's like $17 a year. It's
yeah.
not a rocket science. So yeah. And there's a process. You got to apply for it and, get fingerprinted and blah, blah, blah. But it's still, I'll
Yeah.
tell you.
So
So
any ongoing deals that you guys are working on?
Katya, you want to share about your ongoing deal? Katya's in the Caribbean right now, or the British, no, where are you? British Virgin Islands? No, the U.S. Virgin Islands.
No, the British Virgin
Oh,
Islands.
British.
Yeah.
The better
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. It's super nice. It's awesome. We saw a starfish and a stingray this morning, so that was
Oh.
exciting. But the current deal that I'm working on, we're signing and submitting the LOEs today. And then we're going to get feedback from the seller sometime this week or next week. So I'm excited to see where that leads.
Nice.
But I had a question. So when you submit the letter of intent, the seller can come back with a counter letter of intent or like a counter offer. What's the next step after that?
So typically the LOI comes in to the seller, and they'll respond typically verbally, and then we'll do another letter of intent based on that conversation. So there really isn't. They might mark it up. It's called red market. You seen how when he sent it back to us, he red marked all the changes that he created. And the redlining of the new document shows what the changes were, right? Because the original exhibit or option B was the same as option A. So then when he sent it back, option B now reads accordingly. And so everyone can get up to speed. What we did was we made we're trying to get a basis of understanding with this seller as to what he wants more, money or time. So and so we made an offer of interest only payments for 2 years, and then doing a balloon payment at the end for the full asking price, or going with a full asking price offer, but just giving them a small amount down and owner finance the rest, right?
Yeah.
So giving that guy the option of how he wants to fund this deal with us, so that he can come back and get us to the table. And then we can go and find the funding and financing to do what it is that we need to do there. And if you want to tell them all about that, I got to jump back on with Jason.
No,
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no problem. I can tell you guys about it. So it's a county island in Tempe. And our first option is to purchase it for $12 million with zero down, $50,000 earnest deposit, and 100% seller financing. And then the second option we have is $4 million upfront, and then the remaining $8 million is to be paid in 2 years.
As a balloon.
Yeah. So we'll see which one he prefers, but ideally, what we're thinking about is in the next 2 years, renting it out to truckers to store their trucks as they pass the freeways, and then getting the property annexed and rezoned and ready for multifamily development.
Nice.
I live in Tempe, so let's have that conversation we talked about earlier in the week.
Okay.
I'm happy to do some legwork and help out and get involved if that's what would benefit the whole overall situation.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. I mean, I found this deal the first week that I joined the mastermind, and I just jumped right in. So I'm learning with every step as I go, but it's really awesome throwing yourself in the deep end and then learning as you go. It's been very effective.
And you've been amazing with it. Yeah.
Have you? Where did the deal come from? Are you direct to the seller, or are you talking to?
Right now, I'm talking with the broker. Yeah, but the seller, he bought the property before COVID with the goal of rezoning it and turning it into a multifamily.
I don't know.
But then, just with the interest rates and with the material costs, he couldn't keep up with it. So it's literally been sitting for 6 years.
And we drive by it all the time. Crazy. So great. All right. What else?
Are we talking about running deals?
If you've got one to run, do you have one to run?
I got one to run.
Yeah, let's do it.
Run this deal. Okay, what my emails? You just shut down too many windows. Hold on. Computer's freaking out. Okay.
When are you guys back, Catherine?
We get back Saturday night late.
Okay. I'm just going to arrange for me and Tommy to walk the airport property. So I wanted to know when.
Yeah, I want to be a part of that. I was actually just telling Hoy about that. So Hoy, he's the one who's, how many vehicles have you just recently bought?
What? So we have the bus that has a Cadillac M3.
Hold on. Tell them the
Oh,
vehicles
okay.
you just bought.
Well, in the past 2 months, we got a bus. It's still under
A
construction
party
too.
bus.
Yeah, party bus.
Nice.
We got a M3, a Cadillac, a Tesla. So those are my vehicles. And then I put up my mom's RAV4, and then she got a Range Rover. The RAV4 went out the day that he got the car. So, and it's a long-term renter. So it's gonna be out forever. Should be cash flowing about $1,100 a month on the RAV4.
Wow.
But if you were to because she paid it off, so she doesn't have any loan payments on him. But if she were to get loan payment on it, it would probably be you probably put 5,000 down, and your monthly payment would be $400 or $500. So you'll cash flow $500
Keep
a
going.
month.
Tell them
Are you
all.
doing it on Turo or is it separate?
So I'm working with an operator that charges a management fee, and he rents them out on Turo, and he does it privately as well. I think that's about it. Is there any questions on that? I'm pretty tired, so it's the thoughts aren't coming in right now.
That's all good. I love it. I love your creativity. Keep
Can you guys
looking.
hear me?
It's what we were talking about
Yeah, you're
yesterday,
just-
right? How to turn your
Everybody can see.
passions into assets.
Oh,
Yeah, it's genius.
Yeah.
Okay, so I found the email. So I'm going to download all the things and then I'm gonna take this whole, of course it spells my name wrong. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay. Do you see my chat GPT?
Yes.
So of course we're going and we're pulling up Deal Hunter, which I've already got it pinned to the side. Do you all know how to pin
Hey, did you show him
chat
the
GPTs to the side?
did you show him the
Do
investor
you know
survey
that
yet?
little, sorry?
Did you show him the investor survey yet?
The investor survey.
I mean, this one, the LandShark.
LandShark
Yeah,
investor
thanks.
surveys where we're getting people to get their 90-day plan put together, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everybody on here has done that, haven't they?
They sure have, and I wanna have them
Yeah.
all give me a thumbs up so we can capture that on the recording and then move on to Deal Hunter.
Thumbs up
Everybody
on
give a
the
thumbs
investor
up.
survey. Blake.
Tell us how great it
give a
was.
thumbs
Tell us
up.
how smart you are now.
Blake. Oh, Coy got the actual bubble thumb up. That was awesome. Blake, drive
Right,
safely.
right.
Okay, so Deal Hunter by LandShark. So they sent over that deal that they called about right before we were getting on the plane yesterday. And everything didn't download. Hold on. Sorry.
Have you done deep research before?
Yeah,
It's awesome.
right? So here's the appraisal. Download. Yes, download. Come on.
It did. It
Come on,
popped up in the corner. It's up in the corner. I saw it pop up. It's taking its.
The wind
Oh,
outside is
it's still,
ridiculous.
it's a little,
Yeah.
it's
It-
thinking. The internet's a little slow here.
You're not on fiber optic there.
Okay, so executive, then there's the schedule. So what was this? This executive summary, the schedule, and okay. I just want to make sure we got all 4 documents. I don't want that. I
Oh my
want
God.
this.
Catherine Bell, you're gonna need to go look at your website.
Okay, let me finish this. Running Deal Hunter. You got me a little addicted here. Okay.
I'm falling in love with your website because holy crap, babe.
Okay.
Now I got
I'm falling in love with doing deals, so I feel like you've turned me into an addict.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, but so wow.
Now, okay, what are the famous 3 words, you guys?
Run this
Run
deal.
this deal. I got tears in my eyes. This is crazy.
I think it needs to.
You think it's, yeah, see, I can't tell if it's, well,
Can't tell what.
oh, it's still, you're right. File upload pending.
You can
So,
see the
okay.
circle in Round Mountain. It's still.
Yeah, the round mountain bio. X out of it and try to put it in again.
It's just you've probably got very little signal there. There's multiple documents uploading still.
Yeah.
There is.
Pop that one
The
off again.
appraisal, we'll let the appraisal finish.
I
and
think
then
there should.
bio.
X out of it, and try it again.
Okay.
Which
No,
webs?
just like X out there and then try to reload them again.
Oh, I think it's ready.
Bio. I
Unless
X'd
you-
out of it. Yeah.
Which website are you looking at, Tommy?
GodSaleSummit.com.
Oh, I thought you meant Titanium.
Okay, so bio just went. Executive summary draw. So then the next one was the appraisal.
Yeah, I think it was the appraisal.
Okay.
I know why you left the website.
Yeah, baby.
Is that Hunter? That's Hunter.
Yep.
That's
Big
awesome.
bald head right there, front and center,
Hunter.
baby.
Okay, so now it's running this deal.
She's like,
Okay, while Tommy's laughing at that, we'll go over. This is a small screen. I'm missing my 49-inch screen, you guys.
we know. We know it's the challenge of
My
traveling
49-inch screen isn't cutting it.
and your internet. Clear, you're missing your fiber optic
Internet's good.
internet.
Rogan. Thanky.
Oh, please.
It's worth it. It's worth thinking. I can see it.
Thinky. My brain's a weakie.
Scroll down. There you
Scroll down a little
go.
bit. A little bit more.
Keep going.
Are you guys gonna have the cooking and everything for
Oh,
the
wait.
higher level?
I know, go
there,
up.
stay there.
Go up.
Go
No, the
back
other
up.
way. The other way.
Go the other way. Go the other way.
Go the
Your
other way.
pictures are not loading. You're going the wrong way, sweetheart.
You want me to share it? I can share it.
Well, I don't, you guys are like,
Right there.
oh my gosh.
But it's worth it. It's not loading, that's why.
We'll let Laura share the screen. How about that? Because your screen's too slow.
Okay, so Laura, share your screen.
Boop, boop.
Can you see it?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Me pointing at Hunter.
Yep.
That's funny.
All right. Where else do you want to go?
I didn't even tell him to do it, so it's accidental on purpose.
Billions in education. This is awesome. The journey.
Website came out really good. They're adding in the videos now, so we'll have videos done in there pretty soon.
Oh, it's right here.
That's one of them, yeah.
Nice. 30.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Special weekend experience during the Scottsdale Summit brings together women who are helping lead, grow, and protect their families' wealth. Throughout the weekend, you will hear from more than 20 speakers and operators. Women who are actively building businesses, investing in real estate, supporting their partners, and creating powerful financial futures for their families. Wealthwise Women Weekend is designed to be a family-oriented, inspiring, and educational, bringing together women who believe that wealth is built not only through opportunity, but through partnership, leadership, and community. You'll gain practical strategies, meet incredible women entrepreneurs and investors, and become part of a network focused on building generational wealth. Join us for Wealthwise Women Weekend in Scottsdale, where powerful women come together to grow, learn, and build the future. Because when women understand wealth, families and communities grow stronger.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's pretty good layout. So let's go back and look at the deal, Hunter.
Okay.
And this was a deal that they pitched to us yesterday over the phone, right?
Yeah, this was yeah. So I uploaded everything that they said. So here's what it's saying. So the verdict. So this is not a clear land acquisition loan. It's a high risk special situation cannabis development deal with a decent basis, real infrastructure and meaningful upside, but only if title, water, licensing, build outs all check out. So $2.5 million for the acquisition. The price is not obviously rich. The independent appraisal also land 2.5 as is. Okay, so my call go. Only as an asset-backed bridge structured equity deal with hard controls. No go. If they want unsecured faith-based money against future cannabis projections, right?
Wow.
Man,
Those-
just give me. Hey, listen, bro. Just give me a dime bag. I'll sell it all, and then I'll buy some more.
Right.
Promise I'll pay you on
720
Tuesday.
acres. So 720 acres. Okay, so this is interesting. 13 unadjuncted vesseled water right claims.
Unadjudicated. Go back. I'll explain that real quick. So unadjudicated vested water right claims. So there's 13 of these. This is why they wanted to do the bottled water thing, right?
Right.
So basically they have what's called, it's unadjudicated. They're not able to call it what it really is, which is called, their Sentinel Springs. They're artesian.
Ah.
They're artesian wells, right? So you got to have a certain qualification to be considered artesian well, but this is an unadjudicated vested water claim. And basically, end of the day, it's an artesian well. So they're never going to run out of water. It's a water source overflowing.
Okay.
So that's what that 1,180 acre feet is. That's how much water is there.
Okay, so now it's saying the project materials site investment for roughly 3.6 million, 3.7 million, including road work, power upgrade, grading, genetic processing facility, and greenhouse assembly. So what it says, so purchase the land for 2.5, appraised market value as is 2.5. Implied acquisition, basically 100% of appraised current value. This is not a clear day one equity. The seller broker claims that it's worth 7.1 to 10 million as is, and is not supported by the appraisal you sent, or is it? Biggest underwriting issues, the appraisal 2.5 value is subject to extraordinary assumptions that the 13 unadjuncted, the water
Unadjudicated
is
vested water right
unadjudicated,
claim.
is valid and enforceable. If this assumption is wrong, the value conclusion can change. This is the biggest red flag in the file. You are funding against rural agriculture, real estate, water story is still legally uncertain. So what it likes is that's real physical infrastructure exists. This is not raw dirt, existing greenhouse lab, all of that. The basis is, it's not above the appraisals. So it has 2 upside lanes, cannabis cultivation, processing, possible bottled water, which they had talked about. Projected. So what they're saying, projected cannabis only revenue is 22 million in 2026, 59 million in 2027, and 114 million in 2028. So the EBITDA goes 1336.77. So the upside is rise. What I like, current collateral, water rights, income does not support the debt. So no in place NOI, meaningful DSR projections.
So it's showing that like the projections are not bankable cash flow. So that really clogs the deal. That's a hell of a bottleneck. The market is thin, meaning that this is specialized. You look at real estate as a pizza. And when you look at real estate as a pizza, multifamily's half a freaking pizza, right? And then you got single family, that's a slice, regular slice, you've got your alternative real estate investments. That's like 2.5 slices, but that incorporates land and all kinds of other crazy stuff. Then you got like a quarter of a slice that's industrial and a quarter of a slice, or maybe 2/3 of the slice that's commercial, right? But when you're talking about a pot plant, a real estate deal where they're growing it, that slice literally becomes an anchovy becomes bigger than that slice, right? So that's why I want to ask it real quick. Maybe it did it already. Hold on. No, keep going. It's got red flags all over it, right?
Yeah.
And so the best situation you can do now, it's saying, is to draw schedule spreadsheet, title report, and license transfer docs so
Hold
that
on,
we can get the
hold
deal
on, hold
done.
on.
But
Hold on,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna do the microphone.
ready. I want to do, let's see, is it going to go? Is it going?
Yes,
Ready?
do it again.
Okay, I see it going. I don't know if it hears me. There we go. Start it over.
It hears you, go.
What are the highest and best uses for this property? Move aside the idea of a cannabis propagation facility and create give me 5 scenarios of highest and best use for this size of the property in that area based on what is currently there.
We are currently at the Pace Morby Conference, Squad Up, and Andrew Bustamante is speaking next. Who is he and what does he do?
Is that the text message you just got?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Andrew Bustamante is speaking next. Who is he and what does he do?
He's not.
All right, scroll through this right here.
He's not a member of Sub 2.
No. Half the people at his conference are like, I don't think any of them are. Any of the big speakers he got aren't members of his organization. He just
I
paid
think
them
he's,
speakers.
this guy's a former CIA person. I've seen him on Instagram before.
Yeah, that's the thing. Paid to be on their podcast and was like, oh yeah, by the way, I do Squat Up. You should come be a speaker. And that's how that worked out.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the same thing, just a little different.
Okay, so
Um,
five best scenarios:
like
cold environment, specialty agriculture.
So agriculture is a big part of this. And then you got alfalfa, cattle support. You could probably do bison. That's a big piece of property, 700 acres roundabout.
Yeah, 720 or something it was.
Yeah, so you could do bison up there, and you could also do the artesian well thing for sure.
It's in Nevada, right? Is that where it said?
Yeah,
Buffalo need water more than any damn thing. Water forward agriculture estate, bottled water distribution paired with ag. This is where you do the bison ranch. Ag support, campus for the valley. And then when you do a bison ranch, you're also incorporating what's called a cultural heritage thing to it. And then they'll give you extra funding for that.
Right.
And if this is in an opportunity zone, pa-da-da-ding, like, let's go.
so do you want me to ask if it's an opportunity zone?
I'm 100% sure it is.
Please look and let me know if this is in an opportunity zone, and if we were to do a bison ranch on this, what would this look like?
Because with 700 acres, I could do almost 1,000 head of bison. We're running 240 right now on 50 acres.
Can I please visit the bison ranch?
That's the secret movie.
Gotcha.
Well, we tie to it. There's what's called ag tourism, and then we put ag education to it, and you can get grants for both.
So, Tommy, say that again. Ag tourism and ag.
Ag education, and what are all of the grants possibilities for each one of those for the same property? And explain how that works. How can we get grants from both categories for the same property?
Gotta wait for it to do its thing.
For it to get done doing that, yeah.
So I love like that it's showing us all the websites that
Where
it's
it's
searching
searching.
through.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate cold weather. This sucks.
Yep, that's why we live in Arizona.
It's killing me. I can't hide anywhere. The wind is everywhere.
Hoy lives in like way too cold.
Yeah,
US.
it's too cold.
Yeah.
Always like it's warm where I came to thaw out. Came to Colorado to thaw out.
It says, yes, it appears this property is currently in an opportunity zone. Do you know why I knew it was in an opportunity zone? Because we flew out of Arizona and into Colorado yesterday, and from the air, I could pick out parts of the state and be like, oh, that's Fountain Hills right there. Oh, that's the hotel. We're at like 15,000 feet. I'm like, that's the hotel right there. She's like,
This
what?
is
I'm like, yep.
interesting. A bison ranch is a much cleaner, highest and best use story than cannabis for this site because the appraisal already supports continued agricultural use and property already. I mean, how brilliant is this?
Right.
Stuff.
Right.
Housing, multiple wells.
Airstrips as a niche executive access feature if this becomes a premium ranch agritourism play.
There we go, Katya.
You can land your private jet,
Boom.
Katya, and go visit some bison.
So
I would love to visit some bison.
5 realistic bison ranch models, pure cow calf breeding ranch, bison and irrigation, hay support, seed stock, premium genetics.
Not only can you meet the bison, you can watch them breed.
I
There-
have actually delivered a cow calf before. Fun
No
fact.
kidding.
Fun fact.
Seriously.
Fun fact.
So my recommendation is model 2, bison and irrigation hay support ranch. Why? Because it matches the appraisal agricultural. It fits the heavy water heavy thesis and stuff.
Well, and the alfalfa market in that area, like growing alfalfa, I've got 3 alfalfa partners we could work with that we could probably harvest 4 to 6 times a year, depending on that, depending on that soil grade out there. But to run a couple herd of bison out there, having a breeding ranch, and being, depending on where it's actually located, in conjunction with our ranch up in Wyoming, we can then figure out, how do we get them, back and forth? We can expand based on the amount of dirt that we have. So there's a real synergy with this and the congruency to what we're trying to do. So I definitely want to dig into this a little bit more. But the issue is that these guys are already invested into the cannabis situation, and they may feel like, no, we can't give up. We got to go forward no matter what.
So it's interesting because the guy who's doing this deal happens to be in Denver today, and he's asking if they can set up a meeting and sit down and talk about this deal. So I'm kind of giggling to myself. Everybody
Let's
landed
do
in
it.
Denver at the same time.
Right?
Let's do it.
You should do it.
You
How
want me to
attached
do
to
it?
cannabis are you? That's the question.
Right?
Let me.
Oh, hi. Wow. Okay, from one screen to the other. Okay, so it's 11:03, but this is really
Yeah,
fascinating.
the show's over, folks. So we're gonna jump back into
The show.
the other show and being a part of that deal.
The rodeo.
So
Have the
I'm
best time, guys.
I'm going to huddle down real quick in prayer and say, Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of this day and the blessing of this life we have before us. And it's through your Son that we are able to go out and do all the things that you need done in this world, Lord. Make all the paths open to us today, Lord, and take all the evil away from the things that we have. And give us the ability to let it go. Because we know as human beings, we like to hold on to stuff that's not very good for us for some reason. So let it go and let it be with God. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Everyone have a wonderful day.
All right. Looking forward to that.
Bye, you guys.
Check in tomorrow. Bye.
Okay.
Tommy, I'm going to call you.
Tristan's calling you.
Who?
Tristan.
Kristen,
He's calling you about the touring.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
Yeah, we'll go do it.